Good day, everyone. My name is Favour Adedichiwendo from the University of Lagos, Department of Finance. I am the group leader for Group 1, and I and my team are here to put you through business communication. And under business communication, we're going to be discussing the concept of business communication, the concept of communication. We're going to be taking you through, we will identify the concepts and types of communication and the importance of business communication.
My name is Abdulrahim Abdulbasit Ayade. This is the introduction and the course overview of the course. What is business communication? Business communication actually refers to the exchange of business information between individuals, organization, and also within an organization, which is the four walls of an organization. So, what is the goal of business communication? The goal is actually to convey what? To convey messages through what? Through various channels, which is what? Verbal, written, visual, and also electrical means. And what is effective communication? Effective communication is actually crucial for what? It's crucial for an organization in order to what? To have a smooth running process and also to maintain a very strong relationship between its stakeholders. So there are different types of business communication which they are going to also shed more light in the next slides. The different type of business communication we have are the internal, the external, formal, informal, the upward, downward, and the lateral communication. The internal communication refers to the communication within the organization, as the name implies. The external refers to the communication which is within the outside, which also deals with the stakeholders. And then the formal deals with a planned and structured one, while the informal deals with an unstructured one.
For business communication to be effective, it requires careful consideration of the message, the people we are passing the information to, the medium by which the communication is exchanged, and the timing of the communication. And we have different skills for communication, which include listening, speaking, writing, and non-verbal communication. All those things are essential for effective communication. Technology, the emergence of technology has made communication easier through the platforms as email, video conferencing, social media, and instant messaging. All these things have made communication easier and faster.
I am Ashaju Teslia.
My name is Joshua Emmanuel.
Communication is a fundamental aspect of human interaction and it plays a crucial role in all aspects of our lives, like personal relationships, business interactions, and social interactions. Communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, feelings between two or more individuals, groups, and organizations.
There are four types of communication. We have the verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, and visual communication. What is written communication? Written communication means communicating through letters or memos. For example, in our organization, we usually see the MD transmit important information and update through memos. And then we have the verbal communication. The verbal communication is the most common type of communication because I am speaking now. I'm doing a verbal communication because and I want to show about verbal communication. It involves speaking and listening. I am saying my word now. I'm speaking. Why you do it? You are listening. Then we have the visual communication. That kind of communication involves communicating through diagram, charts. Like for example, we have the pie chart, the histogram, and the likes. Then the last one is what we call non-verbal communication. That one it involves communicating through body language and sign. For example, if I do like this, it means okay, you understand. If I do my head, it means yes.
My name is Adeyinka Vivian.
My name is Agbolo Ajay Aishat.
Now we are moving on to the concept of business communication. As you all know, the English word communication is derived from the Latin word communis, which means common sense. We know the basic function of management, which are planning, staffing, controlling, etc. Now, management cannot be done effectively without effective business communication. We know effective business communication makes people work easier and smoother. Business communication is the process of sharing information between people within and outside the company.
Okay, business communication experts have given 7 C's and 4 S of communication, which are as follows. Number 1, credibility. If the sender of a message can institute its credibility, the receiver will no longer have complication in understanding the subject matter. 2, courtesy. Courtesy implies that the The sender should take consideration of the receiver's feelings and perspective in order to make understanding easier. Then completeness. For a message to be complete, it must entail the details and information needed to convey the message to the receiver. Then clarity. For a message to be clear, it must not be vague. It must be unambiguous in order to make understanding easier for the receiver. Then consistency. Consistency refers to the idea that approach to the communication as far as possible to be stable and unbiased. Then concreteness. Precise languages are to be favored in favor of unclear and non-concrete language. Means it must contain the facts and the true message. Concise. A message must be brief and concise in order to make the message easy to understand.
Now, on to the 4S of business communication. We have number 1, shortness. It is a well-known fact that brevity is the soul of wit. The same can be said about communication. The message transmitted must be brief and short. On to the next, simplicity. Ease both in the usage of words and ideas expresses clarity in the making process. Is very vital to communication effectiveness. Therefore, the use of clear and simple language are equally make communication simple. Then on to the next, strength. The force of a message emanates from the credibility of the sender. If the sender believes in the message that he or she is about to transmit, there is likely to be strength and belief in whatever he or she tries to state. Now, the last part, sincerity. A sincere method or message must be sent to the receiver.
My name is Joseph Rita.
My name is Okitali Boluwatife.
Business communication is essential for the success of every organization, as it helps to ensure that all stakeholders get a clear understanding of the organizational goals, objectives, and strategies. Effective communication can help to build strong relationships between team members, managers, suppliers, and customers, and it helps to reduce misunderstanding and costly mistakes. Here are some importance of business communication. It promotes collaboration. Effective communication with teams and organizations helps to encourage collaboration between team members, departments, stakeholders, and helps to improve productivity and efficiency. It builds relationships. Its communication plays a crucial role in building relationships within the organization and outside the suppliers and customers. It enhances decision making and problem solving. Good communication is essential for effective decision making and problem solving within an organization.
In summary, effective communication is essential for the success of any business. It helps to build relationships, promotes collaboration, improve decision making, enhance customer service, and increase efficiency. Businesses that prioritize communication are more likely to succeed in today's fast-paced, highly competitive business environment.
My name is Folorunsho Grace Oluwase.
My name is Adedishi Bolanle.
Business communication refers to the exchange of information within and between organizations with the aim of achieving specific goals and objectives. The context and types of business communication can vary depending on the audience, medium, and mode of communication. The following are the key contexts of business communication: organizational culture. The culture of an organization influences how communication is perceived, shared, and valued. For example, a formal and hierarchical organization requires more formal communication, while a flexible and informal organization may require more casual and creative communication. Communication channels. The channels or modes of communication used also play a vital role in the context of business communication. Different communication channels such as email, phone, face-to-face meetings, or social media have different strengths and limitations. Audience. The audience or the recipients of the message also shape the context of the communication. Understanding the needs, preferences, and expectations of the audience can enable you to tailor the message and to choose the appropriate use, style, and language. The purpose. The purpose or the goal of communication also influences its context. and the goal is to inform, persuade, negotiate, or build relationships. Timing. The timing or the sequence of communication can also impact its context. For example, a message sent at the wrong time or in the wrong order may not be well received and may lose its effectiveness. Legal and ethical considerations. Business communication must also consider legal and ethical guidelines such as privacy laws, anti-discrimination laws, or copyright. Failure to comply with these laws and guidelines can have serious consequences on business communication.
Types of business communications. We have internal communication. This refers to the communication within an organization. Number two, we have external communication. This refers to the communication with individuals or groups outside the organization. External communication. It refers to the communication with individuals or groups outside the organization, such as the customers, the suppliers, investors, or the general public. Then number three, we have the formal communication. This refers to communication that follows a set of rules, procedures, or protocols, such as official reports, policies, contracts, or legal documents. And the fourth one, we have the informal communication. This refers to the communication that is more relaxed, spontaneous, and casual between the employees of the organization. Then the last one, we have the verbal communication. This refers to communication that is spoken or aired, such as face-to-face conversations, telephone calls, or video conferencing. Verbal communication can convey tone, emphasis, and emotions, which can affect how the message is perceived. We also have written communication. This refers to communication that is written or printed, such as emails, letters, or documents. Then the last one, non-verbal communication. This refers to communication that is conveyed through gestures or facial expression. Thank you. Overall, effective business communication refers to understanding the context, audience, purpose, and medium of communication that is adapting the message accordingly.
Okay, so we have come to the end of our presentation on business communication. I hope with the following points you can understand everything you need to know about business communication. Thank you.